I'm Richard Boatman, and this is 3-Minute Manna. Many years ago, when pastoring at a rural church, our cat Binky climbed into the engine of a parked truck. And when the owner started it up, Binky was thrown to the ground and, like lightning, bolted into a nearby cornfield. Well, after a couple of days, we figured he had run off or was dead. But on the third day, he rose again. Well, not so much rose, but he did come limping in out of the cornfield. Binky was almost dehydrated, and I had never heard a cat pant so loudly nor seen one drink so deeply from a bowl of water. It brings to mind Psalm 42, 1 through 2, as the deer pants for the water brooks, so my soul pants for you, O God. My soul thirsts for God, for the living God. We do very little in the way of spiritual growth without thirst. Thirst for the living God is the chief characteristic of a genuine seeker. It is that which creates dissatisfaction with the mediocrity of passionless religion. What Paul told Timothy, that which holds to a form of godliness, but denies its power. Thirst moves us toward what the late Catherine Marshall called something more. Our seeking for something more is initiated by the one who seeks us. Now think about this. If you have a thirst for something more, that is the Holy Spirit moving in your inner being. And those who heed God's stirring of the soul are not just clergy types, but are from all walks of life, farmers and factory workers and firemen and pharmacists, the wealthy and the poor and the literate and the illiterate. The prophet Isaiah's invitation was to everyone who thirst, come to the waters. And then he asked, why do you spend money for what is not bread, or your wages for what does not satisfy? In other words, why are you exerting your efforts on things that deplete your energies and leave you empty and devoid of life? Those who respond to this timeless invitation share in what Thomas Kelly called a discovery that God himself is active, dynamic, is here, and is brooding over us all. Are you thirsty for something more? Consider it a gift from God, but don't try to satisfy it with counterfeit liquids. Seek living water. And this water doesn't come packaged in selfish pursuits or in stale religion, but only in the dynamic communion between your spirit and the Spirit of Christ. So draw near to him and drink deeply.